talked about wanting to do, in preparation this week is, taking the first punch. We weren't gonna come out relaxed and let them, go on a run to start. And so that was really important, was that we started fast and physical and just the way that we know how to play.
And speaking of starting fast, the other meaning of the word, because the game plan was obviously to push the ball every chance you had. You were able to get some points in transition, get downhill, get them back on the hills, all that sort of stuff. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we're really good in transition. We have players who can make great plays, and when we're just flowing into, our offense and making reads, and so that's really it. We like to push in transition because we know we can push the pace and we can, get people tired in that sense because we just keep coming and we have, the depth on our bench.
And let me ask you, it seems like you're going one-on-one against Baldwin without a lot of help. She's obviously a very good player, but the fact that you were able to defend her by yourself meant the other four defenders weren't allowing open shooters. Can you talk about just your ability to go one-on-one with a very good, experienced player like that?
Yeah, River's a great player, obviously, and, our coaches spend a lot of time scouting, and so that's, something we look at as tendencies of players, and so knowing that and knowing what kind of actions they're looking for, what kind of moves they like to make, and so really just keying in on that and being aware, staying down, moving my feet, and just keeping her in front of me.
Thanks.
Ken, whether it was driving or working out of the low post, it felt like the passing in the paint was just very crisp today. Was that intentional? Was that something you all were focusing on? How would you describe what you saw from that perspective today?
Yeah, they help really well. River, and their post players rotate really well, so we knew that would be open, those drop-offs. And so the guards were making great passes. I let them know every chance I got, and so hopefully we can continue doing that. Obviously, we got some great looks when they were attacking.
Hi, Kennedy. Congratulations tonight, 15 points. One of the questions we wanted to ask you was, what are some of the essentials to good team chemistry that you think have revealed themselves this season and that allow you to play confidently like tonight?
Yeah, honestly, I think that starts off the court. This team gets along so well off the court, and we spend a lot of time together, and so we know each other really well, and that translates onto the court. And so whether that's, just hanging out or going out and doing something, I think we've built that over the course of this season and this past summer, and so that's definitely helped us in our chemistry. And then, we're working on things every day, and so we're constantly communicating and just getting better with one another, and so I think that really just is what allows us to play so freely and just flow.
When you look at the ACC as a whole, maybe even the country, I feel like people talk a lot about both of these defenses and how good they are. So when you have that opportunity to kind of pit defense against defense, and you all have as much success as you did, what's the sense of pride there that you feel after a performance like today?
Yeah, for sure. That's another thing we talked about is, 1 and 2 in the ACC defense-wise, and so we obviously pride ourselves on defense. That's something Coach Kerr preaches, every day in practice. It's the first thing we work on, and so I think just coming out, like I said, our coaches spend a lot of time scouting teams, and so we made sure we were tuned in to every single play they had, every single read, they were possibly thinking about making, and so kind of anticipating their moves before they made them. And so I think that's what really makes this team special, is that ability to really key in and focus on what the other team wants to do and just taking it away.
Any more questions for Kennedy? Lewis?
With one home game left this season, the youth of this team, and you being one of the most experienced people on the team, when you look at where this unit has come since the beginning of the season, especially with so much turnover, how, kind of going back to that other earlier question, what kind of sense of pride do you have in the role that you played and how this team has transformed?
Yeah, for sure. So much growth just across the board. Honestly, I could go down the list and tell you how each one of these players has grown. as the season has gone on, and I'm super proud of all of them, especially our freshmen, because a lot was thrown at them very quickly, and they had to kind of step in and take a big role on right away, and that can be hard and scary as a freshman. I was there myself once before, so I understand that, but I think just using my experience and the knowledge that I have to kind of settle them down and be just sort of a calming presence when I could, and just keeping them grounded. But yeah, I'm super proud of them. I think they have a lot more to show for this season and the rest of their careers. So I'm excited for them and excited to watch them.
Any more questions? All right, thanks.